What's up, guys? It's Jimmy from TV Game Boys here. You thought you got rid of me, didn't you? You thought you got rid of me. No, I'm back. It feels so good to be back. I missed you guys all so much, and I just want to thank all of you wonderful TV Game Boys and TV Game Girls for being so supportive of the channel and showing up every day with a positive attitude, leaving good constructive criticism, and just being all-around fantastic fans. And I love you all so much. I decided I'd share another one of my great life stories with you, hoping maybe one of you out there can get some kind of help out of it, might be able to get some information, something, maybe some advice, I don't know. But I hope that this story helps you with something that's going on in your life, or might give you some advice on what not to do in your life, depending on the kind of person you are. So if you're like me, you're kind of a storyteller. Now, I've told you guys before, I love to tell stories. I love to make people laugh. I love to really, talk to people. I talk with my hands a lot, because, I'm Italian, so us Italian people sometimes talk with our hands. And I embellish stories a little bit sometimes, because I like to get, reactions out of people. Sometimes I like the shock value. Sometimes I just like to get all up in your face and just tell you this really wild and crazy tall tale. And sometimes it gets me into a little bit of trouble, I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm telling you today, guys, the story I'm telling you today, is one of those times where it kind of got me into a little bit of trouble, my storytelling. So, let me just start from the beginning. So, it was about during the summer, the same summer my donut raid story happened. And this was right around the end of sophomore year, going into the summertime. So, the school year hadn't ended yet, but it was really close. So I was at the park with my friends, we were all hanging around, joking around, doing the same stuff I told you guys in the donut raid video, except not raiding Dunkin' Donuts. Jumping around, making fun of each other, climbing trees and stuff, and me, seeing some Assassin's Creed ads, decided it'd be a cool idea to, let's go climb a tree, and climbed up a tree. Now this wasn't a hinky-dinky little, tree out in your front yard, no, this tree was, high. It was a really high tree. If I had to give a guesstimate, it was a 20-foot tall tree. It's a big freaking tree. And I'm all the way up the top, and I'm gonna come down, but I want to jump, grab a limb, and keep doing that, and not use my feet, kind of like Assassin's Creed down it. Now this is something that I've done before. I've done it 150 times. I didn't expect anything bad to happen. So I jumped down, and boom, cut my side open. Got this big scar on my left side. And it's still there to this day. This was a year ago, and I still got this big, giant scar on my side. And I ripped my arm up. I ripped my arm up real good. And there's this big line, and it looks kind of like a mark that would happen if you, got dragged, like rug burn. But it almost looked much worse than rug burn, kind of like sidewalk burn. Have you ever fallen off your bike? That's what it felt and looked like. So I go over to my friend Josh, and Josh is 6'2", probably weighs 200 pounds. Josh is a big kid. So I look at Josh, I'm like, Josh, wouldn't it be hysterical if I told everybody that, I stopped a mugger, and that's where I got these scars? And he goes, oh, dude, yeah, you should just tell a couple people that and see, if anybody else, hears about it. And, just like a social experiment, almost. So the next day we're in swimming, because, we're in gym class, and sometimes we do swimming. So we're in the pool area, and we're about to jump in the pool. I look at my friend Tony, I go, Tony, dude, look at this scar, because I got my shirt off, obviously. Look at this big, scrape I got. Dude, I was walking on the street at, 12:30 last night, and there was this guy, this big, bulky dude, wearing, a ski mask, and he grabbed this old lady's purse and, tried to stop him, and I jumped on his back, and he threw me on the ground and dragged me on the ground, but he dropped the purse and ran away. I stopped a mugger, dude. And my friend's like, dude, that's awesome. That's an awesome story. What happened? What happened? So he tells a couple of his friends, and I kind of get cocky. I tell one or two people. But I'm in English class later that day. And my buddy, Joe, looks over at me. He goes, Jimmy, I heard you stopped the mugger. And I'm like, what? I didn't tell Joe the story yet. So I didn't know where he got it. So this must be spreading. So I'm like, all right, let's see what we can do. I'm like, yeah, Joe, I grabbed this mugger, and he threw me down, and I grabbed the lady's purse and gave it back to her. And it turns out this lady is a producer for the Ellen DeGeneres show. And my friend, totally believed me. This wasn't just oh, yeah, Jimmy, right, nutcase. No, he totally believed me. So I'm sitting down at my desk, I'm reading my book, and Joe goes, hey, teacher, Jimmy's going to be on the Ellen show. And I'm like, oh, no. No. Because the minute, like, you can tell your lies to your friends and it's funny, but the minute that a grown adult hears your lie and thinks you're a hero, you're in some trouble. Like, this sounds like something out of like a Nicktoons, like Drake and Josh or something, where Drake's like a fake hero. I think that actually happened in an episode of Drake and Josh. I'm not sure. If you know, put it in the comments, because I think this actually did happen to some like cartoon character or like a show character. Anyways, so I have like, I can't just be like, no, it didn't happen, or I could have probably, but I didn't at the time. So I just went and I was like, yeah, I told the story to the teacher, and the teacher's like, really, that's cool. I'll be watching it. I love Ellen. I'm like, oh, great. Now she's going to expect me to be on the Ellen show sometime. So the next class I go to, one of the kids that was in my English class in my next class tells the whole class. A kid that was in that class tells my next class. And my U.S. history teacher, now you all know I'm a big history buff. I love history. It's my favorite subject. And my history teacher at the time was retiring that year. She's one of the greatest teachers I've ever had. And she believed the story. And she's telling me all this stuff about, James, you are an upstander. You're a good person. No one else in this classroom would have done something like that. You're a hero. And then she looks at me and she goes, does the principal know? And I'm like, oh, no. Because knowing my school, what would have happened is this. They would have gone to the principal, told the principal, and they would have held like an assembly for me or something. And I'd be getting a medal, or they'd talk about me on the announcements or something. It would have been horrible. And I have to like keep this lie up for the rest of my life. And I didn't want that. I'm like, oh, no, don't tell anybody. I already feel sick talking about it with you guys. And she was cool about it. She was like, okay, I understand. And I think she kind of knew. I don't know, though. Like, I saw her, like, 2 months ago, and she hugged me, and she's like, oh, James, how are you? Didn't mention anything about it. I don't know if she forgot or just wanted to, like, keep away from that topic. But, yeah, and it was so horrible that I got bronchitis. Like, I got sick, not from the lie, but I was, like, sick, like, coincidentally. So I didn't go to school for a couple days. And everyone thought I was filming the Ellen show. So I come back to school for, like, the last 2 days of school. Everyone's like, were you on the Ellen show? I'm like, oh, no, I was sick, I had bronchitis, and, like, more people know about it, more and more people. I'm like, alright, just get the last 3 days of school, go for the summer. By the time summer's over, this should all blow over, right? So, here I am. I don't even know. It was, like, the beginning of junior year, this year. And my English teacher sees me, and she comes over to me. James, were you on the Ellen show? I'm like, oh, God, it is coming back to bite me in the butt. I'm like, no, I wasn't on the Ellen show. It fell through, whatever. So that was where it dropped with the English teacher. But that day, in that first couple weeks of school, people would see me and go, oh, hey, how did that Ellen show thing go? And I told the truth to them, like, the students. I was like, no, dude, that was a joke. Like, I thought you, I kind of played it on them. Like, dude, are you an idiot? Like, that was a joke. I thought everybody knew that. And everyone was like, oh, okay. And it kind of blew over at that point, but it wasn't a good situation, guys. Don't tell stories because you'll end up like me and like live with a lie. Don't tell stories at all because it's going to get you into trouble. You're awesome who you are. Tell your own normal life stories and hope people like you for that. And if people don't like you for your normal life stories, go make some life stories, go have some fun. So, thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Please click like down below if you enjoyed the video, and please, oh please, if you haven't already, please click subscribe up above. It means a lot to us. We're trying to get to that 400 mark real soon, guys, so bye-bye, everybody. See you soon.